The African crocodile, apex predator of the waters. In the heart of Africa's rivers and lakes, an ancient predator lurks beneath the surface. Silent, patient, and deadly, it has ruled these waters for over 200 million years. This is the African crocodile, one of nature's most formidable creatures. Found across sub-Saharan Africa, the African crocodile thrives in a variety of habitats, from the mighty Nile to freshwater lakes and swamps. There are several species in Africa, but the most well-known and feared is the Nile crocodile, Crocodilus niloticus, a predator that can grow over 16 feet long and weigh up to 1,650 pounds. The Nile crocodile is not just a survivor, it's an apex predator. It has adapted to the extremes of Africa's environments, and its reign at the top of the food chain remains unchallenged. With lightning speed, this ambushed predator strikes. Crocodiles can explode from the water at up to 20 miles per hour, using their powerful jaws to snatch prey before it even has a chance to react. Its bite force is one of the strongest in the animal kingdom, capable of crushing bones in a single snap. The crocodile's jaws exert more than 5,000 pounds per square inch of pressure, more than a lion or even a great white shark. But its strength is not its only advantage. Crocodiles are masters of patience and camouflage. Their thick, scaly skin blends seamlessly into the murky water, and their eyes and nostrils are positioned high on their heads, allowing them to see and breathe while keeping their bodies submerged. Though formidable, African crocodiles play a vital role in their ecosystems. As scavengers and predators, they keep fish and herbivore populations in balance, ensuring the health of their watery habitats. But the survival of these ancient reptiles is under threat. Human encroachment, habitat loss, and illegal hunting for their prized skins have dramatically impacted crocodile populations in some areas. Conservation efforts are essential to protect these iconic predators and the delicate ecosystems they help sustain. Across Africa, organizations are working with local communities to promote coexistence, safeguard habitats, and reduce human-crocodile conflict. For these creatures, survival means more than just strength. It depends on balance between predator and prey, man and nature. The African crocodile remains a symbol of resilience and power. As the rivers flow, so does the legacy of this ancient ruler of the waters, a creature from the age of dinosaurs that continues to inspire awe, fear, and respect. African crocodile species. Africa is home to several species of crocodiles, each adapted to different environments and playing vital roles in their ecosystems. The most well-known species is the Nile crocodile, Crocodilus niloticus, one of the largest crocodile species in the world. Found across much of sub-Saharan Africa, Nile crocodiles inhabit rivers, lakes, and marshes. They are apex predators, feeding on fish, birds, and mammals, including large animals like zebras and antelope. Another species is the West African crocodile, Crocodilus suchus, which was long mistaken for the Nile crocodile but is genetically distinct. These crocodiles prefer freshwater environments and are typically found in West Africa and parts of Central Africa. The slender-snouted crocodile, Mecistops cataphractus, found in Central and Western Africa, is adapted to forested rivers and is more elusive than its larger relatives. With its narrow snout, this species specializes in catching fish. Lastly, the dwarf crocodile, Osteolaemus tetraspis, is the smallest of the African crocodiles, growing to around 1.5 meters in length. It inhabits forested wetlands and streams in West and Central Africa, and unlike larger species, its diet consists mainly of fish, crustaceans, and small mammals. Nile crocodile. The Nile crocodile, Crocodilus niloticus, is one of the most iconic and formidable creatures on Earth, known for its ancient lineage, immense size, and ferocity. Found predominantly in sub-Saharan Africa, including countries like Egypt, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and South Africa, this species inhabits freshwater environments such as rivers, lakes, and marshlands. Its preferred habitats also include brackish waters along coastal areas and estuaries, enabling a wider distribution than many other species of crocodiles. The Nile crocodile is not only the largest crocodile in Africa, but also one of the largest reptiles in the world, rivaled only by the saltwater crocodile in size and power. One of the most remarkable features of the Nile crocodile is its impressive size and physical attributes. Adult Nile crocodiles typically range between 10 to 16 feet, 3 to 5 meters in length, although some individuals have been recorded at over 20 feet, 6 meters, and they can weigh up to 1,650 pounds, 750 kilograms. Their tough, scaly skin, which is often dark green or gray, acts as excellent camouflage in murky waters, helping them stealthily stalk prey. Their powerful tails and webbed feet enable swift movements in water, making them agile swimmers, despite their bulky appearance on land. The crocodile's mouth, lined with 64 to 68 sharp teeth, is one of its most fearsome features, allowing it to clamp down with an extraordinary force. This powerful bite, along with its ability to perform a death roll, a rapid spinning movement to dismember prey, makes the Nile crocodile one of the most efficient and deadly predators in the animal kingdom. The Nile crocodile is a carnivorous apex predator, and its diet consists of a wide variety of animals. It is an opportunistic feeder, primarily preying on fish, birds, reptiles, and mammals that come to the water's edge to drink. However, larger individuals are capable of taking down sizable land animals such as antelope, zebras, buffalo, and even hippos on occasion. The crocodile uses a combination of stealth, patience, and brute force to capture its prey. It often lurks near the water's surface with just its eyes and nostrils exposed, waiting for an unsuspecting victim to come close before striking with lightning speed. Once it grabs its prey, the crocodile drags it into the water to drown it, demonstrating the effectiveness of its hunting strategies honed over millions of years. The Nile crocodile has also developed sophisticated social behaviors, particularly in terms of territory and reproduction. Although largely solitary, crocodiles will often congregate in areas where food is abundant. Despite their fearsome reputation, Nile crocodiles exhibit a unique form of parental care. Females construct nests on riverbanks, where they lay between 25 and 80 eggs. Once laid, the female guards the nest vigilantly for around 3 months until the eggs are ready to hatch. Remarkably, when the hatchlings are ready to emerge, they emit high-pitched chirping sounds, signaling the mother to help dig them out of the nest. The female then carries the hatchlings to the water in her mouth, offering protection from predators during this vulnerable period. This maternal behavior is one of the many examples of the complex and often surprising nature of these ancient reptiles. Nile crocodiles also play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of ecosystems where they reside. As apex predators, they help regulate the populations of other species, which prevents overgrazing or overpopulation of certain animals in their habitats. In particular, they help control fish populations, which can have far-reaching impacts on aquatic ecosystems. By preying on weaker or sick individuals, Nile crocodiles also contribute to the health of the species they hunt, a natural process that maintains biodiversity and ecosystem stability. However, their interactions with humans are often fraught with danger. Nile crocodiles are responsible for more attacks on humans than any other crocodile species, with hundreds of incidents reported each year. This is often due to habitat encroachment and the need for humans and crocodiles to share limited water resources. Conservation efforts for the Nile crocodile have been mixed. Once hunted extensively for their valuable hides, which are used in the leather industry, Nile crocodile populations were significantly reduced during the 20th century. However, legal protections and regulated farming have allowed their numbers to recover in many regions. Today, Nile crocodiles are classified as least concern on the International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN) Red List, indicating that their populations are stable in most areas. Nevertheless, localized threats such as habitat loss, pollution, and illegal hunting still pose challenges to their long-term survival. Human-wildlife conflicts, especially in areas where expanding human populations come into frequent contact with crocodile habitats, remain a significant issue. The Nile crocodile is both feared and revered, a symbol of the untamed wild and a reminder of the power of nature. With its ancient origins, incredible physical abilities, and vital ecological role, the Nile crocodile continues to captivate and inspire awe in people worldwide. It stands as a testament to the enduring resilience of life in even the most challenging environments. Dwarf crocodile. The dwarf crocodile is the smallest of all crocodilian species, a fascinating reptile found primarily in the tropical forests and wetlands of West and Central Africa. Unlike its larger relatives, which evoke fear and awe with their massive size and aggressive behavior, the dwarf crocodile is a relatively shy and reclusive creature. Adult dwarf crocodiles generally grow to about 1.5 meters, around 5 feet, in length, though some individuals may reach up to 1.9 meters. This modest size, compared to other crocodilian species like the Nile crocodile, which can grow over 5 meters long, makes the dwarf crocodile stand out in a family known for producing some of the world's largest reptiles. Dwarf crocodiles are primarily nocturnal animals, meaning they are most active during the night when they hunt for their food. Their diet consists of a variety of small animals, including fish, amphibians, crustaceans, and insects. They are ambush predators, lying in wait for prey to come within striking distance. Their dark skin, typically black or dark brown, helps them blend into the muddy waters and shaded environments they inhabit, offering an advantage in stalking prey. These crocodiles possess a sturdy, armored body, and like other members of the crocodilian family, they have a powerful bite and a jaw filled with sharp teeth designed to grip and tear flesh. Their relatively broad snout and strong jaws are well suited for crushing the shells of crabs and other hard-shelled prey that make up a significant portion of their diet. In terms of habitat, dwarf crocodiles are mostly found in slow-moving rivers, swamps, and flooded forests. They prefer areas with dense vegetation where they can remain hidden from both predators and prey. Though generally considered to be freshwater animals, dwarf crocodiles have been observed venturing into brackish waters as well. The species distribution ranges across several countries, including Sierra Leone, Liberia, Guinea, Ghana, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, among others. However, their populations are scattered, and habitat destruction poses a significant threat to their survival. Reproduction in dwarf crocodiles follows a pattern similar to other crocodilian species. Female dwarf crocodiles reach sexual maturity at about 10 to 15 years of age, and mating typically occurs during the rainy season. After mating, the female builds a nest out of vegetation near a water source, where she will lay a clutch of around 10 to 20 eggs. The incubation period lasts for approximately 85 to 105 days, during which the female remains nearby to protect the nest from predators, such as monitor lizards and birds, which often prey on crocodile eggs. Once the eggs hatch, the female may assist her young by carrying them to the water in her mouth. Like other crocodilians, the young are vulnerable to predation and rely heavily on the protection of their mother during the early stages of life. Dwarf crocodiles play an essential ecological role in their environments. As apex predators, they help control the populations of various prey species, which maintains the balance within their ecosystems. Their presence also indicates healthy, functioning wetlands and forests, as these reptiles thrive only in environments with abundant food sources and suitable habitats. Despite their ecological importance, dwarf crocodiles face numerous threats, the most significant of which is habitat destruction due to deforestation, agricultural expansion, and human encroachment on their natural habitats. In addition, they are often hunted for their skins and meat, which are highly valued in some local communities. Conservation efforts are underway to protect dwarf crocodiles, as their populations have been declining in recent years. They are currently classified as vulnerable on the International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN) Red List. In response to these concerns, several organizations are working to protect their habitats, reduce hunting pressures, and raise awareness about the importance of preserving this unique species. Establishing protected areas, enforcing anti-poaching laws, and promoting sustainable land use practices are crucial steps toward ensuring the long-term survival of dwarf crocodiles in the wild. One of the challenges in conserving dwarf crocodiles is the lack of detailed knowledge about their populations and behaviors. While they are relatively widespread, they are also elusive, making it difficult for researchers to study them in the wild. As a result, more research is needed to fully understand their ecological needs and the threats they face. Such research could lead to more effective conservation strategies and help ensure that this ancient species continues to thrive in its natural habitats. The dwarf crocodile is a remarkable species that embodies the diversity and complexity of life in the tropical forests of Africa. Its small size, secretive nature, and adaptability to a range of habitats make it a unique member of the crocodilian family. West African crocodile. The West African crocodile, Crocodile suchus, is a remarkable and often misunderstood species, distinct from its more infamous cousin, the Nile crocodile, Crocodilus niloticus. Found primarily in West and Central Africa, this crocodile has long been shrouded in mystery due to its close resemblance to the Nile crocodile. Only in the early 21st century did genetic research confirm that the West African crocodile is a separate species, though it shares much of the same habitat and general appearance as its larger, more aggressive relative. This distinction has helped highlight the unique evolutionary and ecological role of the West African crocodile, which has thrived in some of the most varied and challenging environments on the continent. Historically, the West African crocodile occupied a vast range, from the Senegal River in the west to the Nile Basin in the east, and from the coastal regions of West Africa to the northern parts of the Sahara Desert. One of the most astonishing facts about this species is its adaptability to arid and semi-arid environments. While most crocodiles are associated with lush, swampy wetlands, the West African crocodile has been known to survive in desert oases and temporary water bodies that may only exist during the rainy season. This unique adaptation is one of the most intriguing aspects of the species' biology and behavior. In places like the Sahara Desert, particularly in areas such as the mountainous regions of Mauritania and Mali, populations of West African crocodiles have been found living in isolated pockets of water known as deltas. These deltas are natural rock pools that collect rainwater, and they can persist for months or even years in some cases. The crocodiles that inhabit these deltas have developed remarkable strategies to cope with the harsh conditions, such as estivating during the dry season, a period of dormancy akin to hibernation. During estivation, these crocodiles burrow into the mud or hide in caves, slowing down their metabolism to survive the extreme heat and lack of water. This ability to adapt to such inhospitable environments has fascinated researchers as it showcases the resilience of the species. Although the West African crocodile shares many physical characteristics with the Nile crocodile, such as a broad snout and muscular body, it tends to be smaller and less aggressive. Adult males typically reach lengths of around 3 to 4 meters, 10 to 13 feet, compared to Nile crocodiles, which can grow up to 5 meters, 16 feet, or more. West African crocodiles are also known to exhibit more docile behavior towards humans. In many West African cultures, these crocodiles are revered and protected rather than feared. In fact, in some communities, particularly in Mali and Burkina Faso, these crocodiles are considered sacred and are often associated with local deities or spiritual beliefs. Local people believe that the crocodiles bring good fortune or protect the community, and in return, the animals are protected from harm and sometimes even fed by the villagers. The cultural significance of the West African crocodile extends beyond mere symbolism. In many cases, the presence of these crocodiles has helped sustain ecosystems in arid regions. Their behavior as apex predators controls fish and other aquatic populations, maintaining the ecological balance in the fragile environments they inhabit. However, despite their ecological importance and cultural reverence, the West African crocodile faces numerous threats to its survival. Habitat destruction, driven by agricultural expansion, water extraction, and climate change, poses a significant risk to the species, especially in regions where seasonal water bodies are drying up more rapidly due to prolonged droughts. Another major threat to the West African crocodile is human encroachment and hunting. Although not as heavily hunted as the Nile crocodile, West African crocodiles are still targeted for their skin and meat in some areas. Additionally, the increasing human population in West and Central Africa has led to greater competition for water resources, putting pressure on both human communities and wildlife. As rivers and lakes shrink or become more polluted, the crocodiles are forced into smaller and more fragmented habitats, where they are more vulnerable to hunting and other forms of human disturbance. Conservation efforts are underway to protect the West African crocodile, but challenges remain. One of the biggest obstacles is the lack of awareness about the species' distinct identity and ecological role. For many years, the West African crocodile was simply assumed to be a population of the Nile crocodile, which led to a lack of targeted conservation measures. Now that the species has been recognized as separate, conservationists are working to raise awareness and implement strategies to protect the crocodile and its habitats. Protected areas, such as national parks and nature reserves, have been established in some regions, but enforcement is often weak, and illegal hunting and habitat destruction continue to be major issues. In conclusion, the West African crocodile is a species that exemplifies the resilience and adaptability of nature. Its ability to survive in some of the most challenging environments on Earth, coupled with its deep cultural significance in many West African communities, makes it a fascinating subject for study and conservation. As awareness grows about the importance of this species, both ecologically and culturally, there is hope that more effective measures will be put in place to ensure its survival for generations to come. However, it will require concerted efforts from local communities, governments, and conservation organizations to address the various threats facing the West African crocodile and preserve the delicate ecosystems in which it plays a vital role. Crocodile lineage, from ancient times to today. Crocodiles are among the most ancient and resilient creatures on Earth, tracing their lineage back to over 200 million years, far before the dawn of the dinosaurs. These powerful reptiles belong to the group known as Archosauria, a lineage they share with birds and extinct dinosaurs. Crocodiles are members of the order Crocodilia, which includes modern crocodiles, alligators, caimans, and the gharial. The journey of the crocodile lineage from ancient times to today is a story of survival, adaptation, and evolution in a world that has drastically changed around them. The earliest ancestors of modern crocodiles appeared during the late Triassic period, around 230 million years ago. These early crocodile relatives, known as crocodilomorphs, were much different from the massive, semi-aquatic predators we recognize today. Many of these early crocodilomorphs were small, fast-moving land dwellers, resembling more of a cross between a lizard and a modern-day crocodile. They were lightly built and agile, often with long legs that allowed them to sprint across land. Their diet was varied, and some species were even herbivorous, a significant contrast to the carnivorous nature of most modern crocodiles. By the Jurassic period, approximately 150 million years ago, some crocodilomorphs had evolved to adapt to aquatic environments. These new adaptations helped shape the crocodiles we see today. The development of powerful jaws, streamlined bodies, and strong tails allowed these reptiles to become fearsome aquatic predators, excelling in rivers, lakes, and coastal environments. Sarcosuchus could grow up to 40 feet long, making it one of the largest crocodile species ever to exist. These giants were top predators, preying on dinosaurs and other large animals, showing that crocodiles had already secured a dominant place in the food chain. The extinction event at the end of the Cretaceous period, around 66 million years ago, wiped out the non-avian dinosaurs and drastically altered life on Earth. However, crocodiles survived this cataclysmic event, likely due to their adaptability and semi-aquatic lifestyle, which provided them refuge from the environmental changes. Their ability to live in both water and land, along with their slow metabolism, helped them endure the changing climate and ecological disasters that followed the asteroid impact. Crocodiles continued to evolve after the extinction of the dinosaurs, but their basic body structure has remained relatively unchanged for millions of years. This phenomenon, known as evolutionary stasis, indicates that crocodiles had already perfected their design early on in their evolutionary history. Their powerful jaws, armored bodies, and keen hunting instincts proved to be a winning formula for survival. Today's crocodiles are often referred to as living fossils because of this remarkable lack of significant evolutionary change. Their ancient design has allowed them to persist in diverse environments, from freshwater rivers and lakes to coastal estuaries and even some saltwater habitats. The modern order Crocodilia includes three main families: Crocodilidae, true crocodiles; Alligatoridae, alligators and caimans; and Gavialidae, gharials. Though these families share many similarities, they each have unique adaptations. True crocodiles, for instance, are often found in saltwater environments, while alligators prefer freshwater habitats. The gharial, with its long, narrow snout, is a specialized fish eater that is primarily found in the rivers of India and Nepal. Despite these differences, all crocodilians share the same fundamental traits: powerful, elongated bodies, muscular tails for swimming, and sharp, conical teeth designed for gripping prey. Crocodiles have not only survived natural extinction events, but also human encroachment. Historically, humans have feared and revered these formidable creatures. Crocodiles have played significant roles in the mythology and culture of many ancient civilizations. In ancient Egypt, the crocodile god Sobek was worshipped as a symbol of strength, power, and fertility. Sobek was often depicted with a human body and the head of a crocodile, reflecting the importance and fear these creatures inspired. In modern times, however, the relationship between humans and crocodiles has been fraught with conflict. Many species of crocodiles have been hunted for their skins, which are used to make luxury leather goods, and their habitats have been increasingly encroached upon by human development. As a result, several species of crocodiles are now endangered, including the Philippine crocodile, Crocodilus mindorensis *, and the Orinoco crocodile, Crocodilus intermedius *. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these ancient reptiles from further decline, with sanctuaries, breeding programs, and legal protections being put in place around the world. Despite the threats they face, crocodiles have demonstrated a remarkable ability to adapt and survive in a world that has changed drastically since their ancient ancestors roamed the earth. From the Triassic to today, crocodiles have endured mass extinctions, ice ages, and the rise of human civilization. As some of the oldest and most successful predators on the planet, their evolutionary journey serves as a testament to the resilience of life on Earth. Their ancient lineage connects the distant past to the present, making them not just survivors, but living witnesses to the deep history of our planet. Diet and hunting techniques. Crocodiles are formidable and efficient predators, perfectly adapted to their environments through millions of years of evolution. Their diet and hunting techniques are key to their survival and are shaped by their anatomy, habitat, and predatory instincts. Understanding how these reptiles hunt and what they eat provides insight into their behavior, ecological role, and the evolutionary pressures that have shaped them. Crocodiles are opportunistic carnivores, meaning they will eat almost anything they can catch and overpower. Their diet primarily consists of fish, amphibians, birds, and mammals. However, larger species like the Nile crocodile, the saltwater crocodile, and the American crocodile are known to take on more substantial prey, such as antelope, zebras, and occasionally even humans. Smaller crocodiles tend to consume smaller animals, including insects, crustaceans, and smaller fish. Young crocodiles, in their early stages of life, primarily feed on insects and small aquatic animals until they grow large enough to tackle larger prey. Crocodiles are also known to scavenge when the opportunity arises, feeding on carcasses left by other predators or animals that have died of natural causes. The crocodile's hunting techniques are a blend of patience, stealth, and power. These reptiles are primarily ambush predators, relying on their ability to remain motionless and blend into their surroundings for extended periods before striking with explosive speed. Crocodiles typically hunt in water, where their physiology gives them a significant advantage. Their body is perfectly adapted for an aquatic lifestyle. They have powerful tails for swift movement through water, webbed feet for steering, and a streamlined shape that allows them to glide silently beneath the surface. Their eyes and nostrils are positioned on the top of their head, enabling them to see and breathe while the rest of their body remains submerged, making them nearly invisible to their prey. When hunting, crocodiles often lie in wait near the water's edge, watching for animals coming to drink or cross the water. Once a potential prey comes close enough, the crocodile launches itself with a sudden burst of speed. They use their powerful jaws, which can exert immense pressure, to grab the prey, often targeting the legs, head, or any part of the body they can latch onto. The initial bite is crucial for immobilizing the prey and preventing escape. Once they have a firm grip, the crocodile will drag the animal into the water. For larger prey, the crocodile uses a technique known as the death roll. This is a rapid, twisting motion that helps disorient the prey and tear it into manageable pieces. The death roll is particularly effective against larger animals that the crocodile cannot swallow whole. Smaller prey, on the other hand, is often swallowed whole, thanks to the crocodile's wide, muscular jaws and throat. Crocodiles possess a unique feature in their hunting process: the ability to remain submerged for long periods. They can hold their breath underwater for up to an hour, allowing them to stalk prey or hide from potential threats with little risk of being detected. This ability is due to their highly efficient respiratory system and a large store of oxygen in their blood, enabling them to remain still and out of sight for extended periods. In addition to their physical adaptations, crocodiles have highly developed sensory capabilities that aid in hunting. Their vision is adapted for low light conditions, allowing them to hunt effectively at dawn, dusk, or during the night when many of their prey are less alert. Crocodiles also have highly sensitive pressure receptors, known as integumentary sensory organs, located on their jaws and body. These receptors can detect minute vibrations and pressure changes in the water, helping the crocodile locate prey even in murky conditions or when visibility is low. Crocodiles are not solitary hunters all the time. In some cases, particularly when food is scarce or during large migrations of prey, crocodiles exhibit cooperative hunting behavior. For example, during the wildebeest migration in East Africa, Nile crocodiles have been observed working together to catch large numbers of animals crossing the Mara River. This is a rare occurrence but highlights the adaptability and intelligence of these ancient reptiles when it comes to securing food. The crocodile's diet and hunting techniques are also influenced by their environment. Saltwater crocodiles, for example, are known to travel vast distances in search of food, often moving between freshwater rivers and the open ocean. They can eat a wide variety of marine life, including fish, turtles, and even sharks. In contrast, species like the gharial, which has a long, slender snout, specialize in catching fish, with their narrow jaws and sharp teeth perfectly suited for snapping up slippery aquatic prey. The diet and hunting techniques of crocodiles reflect their role as apex predators in their ecosystems. Their combination of stealth, power, and patience, along with their physical and sensory adaptations, make them highly efficient hunters. Whether stalking prey in the murky waters of rivers or ambushing animals at the water's edge, crocodile hatchlings display remarkable survival instincts and behaviors that set the foundation for their tiny size. They are fully formed miniatures of adult crocodiles, complete with sharp teeth, strong tails for swimming, and powerful jaws. However, their small size also makes them highly vulnerable to a wide range of predators, including birds, large fish, monitor lizards, and even other crocodiles. Their early diet consists of small invertebrates such as insects, shrimp, and small fish, which they capture with their agile jaws and quick reflexes. During the first few weeks of life, mother crocodiles continue to display a level of parental care that is rare among reptiles. The female often stays close to her young, sometimes carrying them in her mouth to safer areas of water and providing protection from predators. This maternal care significantly increases the hatchling's chances of survival in their early stages, although the mortality rate for young crocodiles is still high. Estimates suggest that only 1 to 10% of hatchlings reach adulthood, with the rest falling prey to natural predators or environmental hazards. As the hatchlings grow, they gradually begin to explore their surroundings and hunt for larger prey. Their development is heavily influenced by environmental factors such as water temperature and food availability. Warmer waters typically accelerate growth, while cooler conditions slow it down. Crocodile hatchlings are ectothermic or cold-blooded, meaning they rely on external sources of heat to regulate their body temperature. This reliance on environmental warmth makes them more active during the day when they can bask in the sun, and less active at night or during cooler weather. Crocodile hatchlings face a precarious balance between growth and survival. The faster they grow, the sooner they can outgrow some of their natural predators, but their rapid growth requires a substantial intake of food. The availability of prey is crucial during this stage, and hatchlings in food-rich environments tend to grow faster and have higher survival rates than those in less abundant habitats. In some species, hatchlings form creches or nursery groups, where several mothers and their young congregate in one area, offering collective protection from predators. As the hatchlings mature, their diet expands to include larger prey such as frogs, birds, and small mammals. By the time they are about 2 years old, young crocodiles may measure over a meter, 3 feet, in length, and are beginning to exhibit the behaviors and hunting strategies of adult crocodiles. Their powerful jaws, once used to snap up insects, are now capable of taking down larger prey, and their swimming abilities, honed through constant practice, make them formidable aquatic predators. The early stages of crocodile development are a critical period, marked by rapid growth, learning, and constant threats. While the majority of hatchlings do not survive to adulthood, those that do are equipped with the skills and physical adaptations necessary to dominate their ecosystems as apex predators. The combination of maternal care, environmental adaptability, and survival instincts ensures that despite the many dangers they face, crocodiles continue to thrive in diverse habitats around the world. One such conflict that has gained increasing attention is the human-crocodile conflict, which poses significant threats to both human life and livelihoods. Crocodiles are formidable predators that, when their territories intersect with human activities, can attack both livestock and humans. The result is often fatal for the victims and creates lasting economic, social, and environmental consequences. This essay explores the key factors driving human-crocodile conflicts, the consequences of these encounters, and potential strategies for mitigating these clashes. Crocodiles are apex predators, meaning they occupy the top of the food chain in their ecosystems. They thrive in freshwater habitats such as rivers, lakes, swamps, and estuaries, which also serve as critical resources for human activities like agriculture, fishing, and livestock farming. In many countries across Africa, Asia, and Australia, human populations living near crocodile habitats rely heavily on these water bodies for their daily needs. The proximity to water bodies where crocodiles reside creates a high potential for encounters, especially during seasonal changes like floods when crocodiles venture beyond their usual territories. As human populations expand and encroach upon these habitats, the competition for space intensifies, inevitably leading to more frequent and dangerous interactions. One of the primary causes of human-crocodile conflict is the competition for water resources. In regions prone to water scarcity or drought, people tend to cluster around water bodies, bringing them into closer contact with crocodiles. For communities relying on fishing or water-based agriculture, the risk is even greater as they spend a significant amount of time in or near the water. Similarly, livestock such as cattle, goats, and sheep are often grazed near rivers and lakes to access drinking water, making them vulnerable to crocodile attacks. These animals, especially during dry seasons, become easy prey for crocodiles, causing significant economic losses for rural communities whose livelihoods depend on their livestock. The loss of livestock due to crocodile attacks can push families further into poverty, creating tensions between wildlife conservation efforts and local economic needs. Attacks on humans, while less frequent than on livestock, tend to attract more attention due to the devastating loss of life. Crocodiles are known for their opportunistic predation, and humans, especially children and elderly people, can be seen as viable targets when they enter crocodile-inhabited waters. In some cases, humans are inadvertently attacked while fishing, bathing, or fetching water from rivers and lakes. Such encounters often end fatally because crocodile attacks are swift and brutal, with little chance for the victim to escape. Survivors of crocodile attacks often suffer from severe physical trauma, which may lead to long-term disability and psychological distress. For communities already struggling with limited access to healthcare, the aftermath of such attacks can be catastrophic. Human-crocodile conflicts also have broader ecological and conservation implications. Many crocodile species are listed as endangered or vulnerable due to habitat destruction, poaching for their skins, and illegal hunting in response to perceived threats. As human populations grow and encroach on natural habitats, the areas where crocodiles can live undisturbed shrink, forcing these animals to come into closer contact with humans. This conflict poses a significant challenge for conservation efforts, as local communities may view crocodiles as a menace rather than a species worth protecting. In some instances, retaliation against crocodiles following an attack on humans or livestock results in the killing of these animals, further threatening their populations. The impact of human-crocodile conflict extends beyond the immediate dangers of physical attacks. In many regions, crocodiles are considered totems or sacred animals in local cultures, and their killing can lead to social or cultural disruptions. Conversely, when people lose loved ones or valuable livestock to crocodile attacks, it can foster resentment and fear, eroding long-standing cultural relationships with the species. This dynamic complicates conservation efforts as balancing human safety with wildlife protection becomes increasingly difficult. Addressing human-crocodile conflict requires a multifaceted approach. First, public education and awareness campaigns are crucial in helping people understand the behavior of crocodiles and how to avoid dangerous encounters. This may include teaching communities about safe water use practices, especially during times when crocodile activity is high, such as during breeding seasons or after floods. Installing physical barriers such as fences or crocodile-proof enclosures around water access points can also reduce the risk of attacks. Governments and conservation organizations can collaborate with local communities to implement early warning systems that monitor crocodile movements, allowing people to avoid high-risk areas. Additionally, providing alternative livelihoods that reduce dependence on crocodile-inhabited waters can help mitigate conflicts. This may involve introducing sustainable agriculture practices that rely less on water resources or encouraging livestock owners to adopt grazing patterns that minimize the risk of crocodile encounters. Compensation schemes for families that lose livestock to crocodile attacks can help alleviate the economic burden and reduce the motivation for retaliation against the animals. Human-crocodile conflict is a complex issue that requires careful balancing between the needs of human populations and the conservation of crocodile species. As human activities increasingly encroach upon natural habitats, these conflicts are likely to become more frequent and severe. By implementing strategies that promote coexistence, such as public education, habitat management, and economic support, it is possible to reduce the frequency and impact of crocodile attacks on both humans and livestock, ensuring a safer future for both people and wildlife.